Welcome to the Waterloo School Student News Expo Edition.
I'm Brianna.
And I'm Taya.
Science, technology, engineering, and math, or STEM, is very important in the Waterloo schools.
Schools participated in the STEM Festival again this year to showcase their interesting projects.
Check out this great event.
Welcome to the STEM Festival.
I'm Quentin.
I'm Taya.
Using Chromebooks in the classroom is a great way to get students involved and interested in learning.
See how this Highland teacher is taking this to the next level with the new Chromebook app?
You may begin. They've added engagement. The activities that we're doing are very similar, but since the way students live at home, a lot of times they have a phone in their hand as they're watching a movie on the computer, but we take advantage of that because instead of just playing games, now they're learning to use them in a beneficial way. Excellent. Who can tell me what discrimination means? We're using Google Classroom, which helps us to organize. The nice thing about it is I can differentiate, and I'm able to use a lot of the resources, like we have Mac and Via, we have Pearson, so I can pull books from there. If we want to do a whole class assignment, I have enough copies for everybody to do the assignments.
This is Mac and Via, so you can read books online. Having a Chromebook is like having a library right in your fingertips.
I can find several articles. Everybody's still working on the same concept, but yet it's at the level to fit them.
This is where we come to do assignments on a place called ReadWorks. We also have other assignments that we do in Google Classroom for my yellow reading group.
Well, during large group lessons, sometimes you'd only have 2 or 3 kids raise their hand. This way, everybody's engaged, everybody's answering. When it's anonymous up here, I still get a feeling for how the room is, so whether people are getting it or not, whether it's something I need to reteach. But then also I can stop and I can say, okay, I see these 3 students aren't getting it, so I can pull them back into a smaller group.
I like that sometimes at the end of the day we get to have free time on it, and we had to do research, and it's fun because we had to do a lot of work on it. I did type a lot. I never typed a lot before.
Problem-solving skills that go along with them having to create a website is really beneficial to them because I see them carrying over into other things. So instead of just giving up easily, now they know, okay, I need to try a couple things first, and they're able to realize that they can find out how to do stuff on their own.
I'm Bree.
I'm Taya.
Hoover Middle School is the second middle school in the nation to be awarded the great honor of being a Lighthouse School.
Both students and staff are proud of this.
See how they demonstrate leadership skills every day in this video.
I am a leader.
I am a leader.
I am a leader.
I am a leader. We are a Lighthouse School.
I am proud we are a Lighthouse School.
Hoover Middle School has been honored to be recognized as only the second middle school lighthouse in the United States. And lighthouse status is the highest honor you can receive as a Leader in Me school.
The biggest change I can see with this Leader in Me coming into Hoover is definitely the climate and culture. We are so much more a sense of family and community and looking out for one another. Everybody has something to give. And we as staff are trying really hard to match up students' strengths and their skills with some way that they can be empowering to themselves while helping others.
Being a leader in the school, I have closer friendships with the teachers because I get to talk to them on a regular basis because I help out a lot with the school and I get to be part of the school with everybody else.
Being a leader to me means setting a good example for other peers and students. It's great that I get the chance to do these things and learn how to volunteer and put myself out into the world and help the community out.
We've been blessed to be one of the only middle schools in the state that has an observatory on campus, and of 860 odd students at Hoover Middle School, over 600 of them are involved in the fine arts. So the connectedness here is huge, and leadership is infused in all those activities.
I think the leadership skills I've learned at Hoover will help me for the rest of my life.
I'm Quentin.
And I'm Taya. There is a new pilot program in the Waterloo schools.
This program is making science hands-on throughout the teaching process.
Let's learn more.
You're going to need to have a distance measured between this cart moving and the collision so that you can find the velocity of that cart. We're in the freshman physical science today, actually doing the new pilot program that we're starting to try and integrate the NGSS standards a little bit before we have to force the integration into it to see how they work and kind of test out some new materials with textbooks, with styles of learning, investigations and such. So today they're actually investigating the idea of conservation of momentum using some of the materials that the district bought for us, and they're just kind of trying to see what happens when they collide a stationary object with a moving object to the mass and the velocity. They're going to explore those concepts. They'll actually record data tables and then see if they can build their own ideas first before we then go and try and connect the ideas together with some of the previous information we've discussed in previous sections, as well as the information from this section. So you're extending the data table beyond this 3 right there. So you need to try a few more combinations of different masses. Now with the investigation where it's prior to the learning, they usually tend to prefer a hands-on activity. It gets them a little more involved. I think overall they seem to be able to connect the ideas that we've done for the investigation with the learning when we do the learning after. So it's nice to have something, like in these cases, to be able to connect back to. Remember when such and such happened in the investigation when we're talking about the concepts later. We were trying as like a 5-year plan to investigate what the standards are, how we could work with them. The booklet we have is not even the full textbook. And so it's almost like a little magazine version of the chapters that they print. They were nice to print out for us instead of doing the entire book. And then these are just interactive journals. So that way, the way that these are set up, they're meant actually for constant journaling and discussion rather than worksheets, taking notes in a notebook kind of thing. So it allows them to go back through till the very end where they then have to create a culminating project, something that shows learning of all the concepts overall in an engineering design standard.
Thanks for watching Expo Student News. See you next time.